Shandy, having that core of Nasr Shandy and Khalil that have played together for a full year.
We got
on
FURIA on
a couple years
defense,
ago, has that
MIBR
inherent chemistry that
on
they
attack.
really needed.
All right, young guns of
FURIA
MIBR
been looking alright on this map.
to start on Icebox. Last time we saw them on Icebox against 100 Thieves, Parla
The
really
last
overheated.
week
I
with
think Mini
Icebox,
brings that
Doom
up
Bros, where have you
earlier
been?
today. Player that
okay?
has great individual moments and then tosses those rounds away.
They had some rounds with Macro that I was really genuinely impressed by that then fell apart
Same on
late
Sunset,
round
right?
with the individual game. They are going to have had to seriously elevate themselves on this map in the past week to be such a strong Furia.
Parla with
Oh,
a big
nice
eye
shot.
Claim
It's
Shandy
split.
start of the round.
Yeah,
Khalil though already got decent purchase and pressure up towards mid now to confirm that MIBR
What, the guy
ending
not
here.
in the team? Yeah, it is.
To Raptor's presence, at least for Havoc.
Why is it
Clearing
split?
that turret
It's a
of
good
Arzine
question.
away now no longer can take contact for him.
And with
Great
no
question.
util for MIBR, this is going to come down to playing off each other, trading the fundamentals that they were lacking on this map previously.
FURIA have surged in behind that retake wall. They give it a tap, but Parla has
Good
a
heat,
timing here.
then this guy was the first one to get a kill up.
Drop down! Oh, Noswa! Okay, it's a 1-for-1 in the end. Reach a little bit low. That shock dart was concerning. Arzine able to play outside of its radius, though. Liazzi from Belt is good for one, and it's up to
Arzine
Arzine.
again.
Khalil is low. He's beaten. Black and blue. Both these players at less than 50 HP. And it's a battle of nerves. Arzine
Damn,
He's
he stuck his
so
nerve there. That was
confident.
sick.
Another clutch. How many
Yeah,
from
no
this guy?
peek.
Another 3K in this
No
series.
peek on
That
it.
is a fifth, sixth
This guy is
3K
100%
already
in this
into
team next
series.
year.
The form that he's in is fantastic. The shining star of this team, a player that now I'm really looking forward to seeing more of, someone that MIBR looks like they can really build around as they head into the future. That's what the remainder of this season is about for them, is looking towards the future. Getting these rookies, Parla, Rich, adept to the stage, working them in, integrating them into the team.
We saw how long it took Havoc, right? It takes time. Not easy to get opportunities locally like this, with this kind of pressure. MW0, okay, he's out of there. Parla with some aura at the start of this
No
round.
bullets.
MW and Havoc investment into the Sheriff. Artzin, fourth already on the board. And with that Ghost, the intention is for him to take risks, take fights, collect more kills, flank, and get ult orbs, as he's already, getting relatively close early on to the lockdown.
Parla moving up here as that wall comes down, taking a straight fight. Khalil able to win it out. MW0 playing from Snowman here with that Sheriff. Now again, you don't have your Sage to rely on for any sort of retake wall here. That's sort of one straight across those boxes you put down, so only yellow can swing you. Shock, Khalil ignoring around the corner. Oh, MW wins that fight out. Mazine's got to be kicking himself after
All
that.
low HPs though.
Again gets involved, comes back for that A site now to wreak havoc once more. Noswa can't do much here. He's far too low. And obviously, Rich is still at large, patiently holding this now with the Bulldog. Noswa's going to walk into a hail of bullets if he rings that corner, and Rich wins it
Yeah,
out.
the damage is pretty good. It's not the round win, but the damage is
one gun
insane
out of
here.
this round, but still a conversion.
A lot of significant damage dealt. Furia will be more than happy.
Kit, never tried it.
result. And when we get back into this,
Not sure we'll try it, to be honest with you.
MW is already.
He
going to
knows.
bring the outlaw into this.
He knows because only one gun got taken out of that second round by MIBR. They'd be on light armor.
Yeah, counter to the light armor. Heads up from him. Loves the scoped weapon. We've seen how powerful that is on Icebox for years at this point. Those lines you get down B main.
Another 3K for Arzine that round, by the way.
It is outrageous. The KJ ult.
MW0 gets the one-shot gun. We got 5 people that he can one-shot here.
Early into the
Bonus
game.
isn't looking.
Can
I
save
mean, they got
that for
double.
a big, buy round
double
moment where we can
rifle,
crack the Furia
right?
economy really early on. I mean, perhaps could even get it into this round
Right.
theoretically. It is possible.
Havoc drops out of the side window of Tube and catches Mazine unaware.
And that is a bad player to lose early, that Viper. Think about how tough it's going to be to work up to B, which is where they're going right now.
What do you think about a cat comp with all the agents with 2 lives? Dude,
does opt to rotate there quickly. That angle from Snowman, you're going to see everything. You're not going to get
Alan
walled off, smoked
played it
off.
the other day.
They've inserted Parla here.
And it looks like MW will stay, towards A. Which really is...
Check out the Talon Ascent game.
And you just can't go B with your Viper down that early. It's not going to happen. You will not win.
Havoc giving Parla absolutely nothing, just little shoulder peeks. Tailwind had to be expended there. Pala wants to keep them interested. A bit of catnip here for FURIA. It's worked out so far. They're going to be a little bit slow in this rotation. But MW0 holds the line for contact.
Is that not a double?
The week, I'm sure of it. The Artsy able to back away though, at least get into a position to plant, but MW slaps him down as he gets into Crow's Nest. It's up to Rich here. And hey, 4 guns maintained for FURIA. They're well and truly in the game now.
Frost said he wanted to do that comp idea for a while on his and Baby Bay's podcast.
So proficient with the scoped weapons. One of the better offers
Don't know what to think about that, man.
in the Americas now.
What was that from Havoc? Doesn't even see that.
Just because he thought it would be funny, or
Time to play the lotto.
thinks it's good?
MIBR on the full buy now. Again, I'm on Artson Alt Watch. It's just one away from the lockdown. Liazzi with a thrash. And that could be more than enough to convert a really important round for them. Look at the state of their economy. This is must win for MIBR.
It's going to be important for that Raptors control, right? The route over the top of 410 into Crows and then to Raptors. MW0 starting to feel that confidence. It's that early peak. Bounty to some degree, disrespecting.
And here comes the official 4v5 though. You could just leave sight. They got a wall and a slow to the left, so it's really hard for them to even capitalize on stunning someone. Yeah, and this is like a very good example of why I always talk about Sage being a really good counter to Gecko. Because all the util you got to follow up once they commit. If you've got a slow wall, one bit of util down, they can't really do that. Yeah, it's a good example of that here.
MW is just straight up carrying the momentum from that destruction of Loud last
good for a future video if I ever need to do it.
What he did to them on that last map line, drop, what was that, like damn near 30, if not, I'm trying to remember, it was at least 28. Has just been such a force against the teams of his own region, unfortunately.
And this is the player you mentioned was really known for, playing the rifle in almost every situation. Preferred to go away from the operator or scope weapons in general, but now diversifying his arsenal. An outlaw once more at just the right time, of course.
Just loves to switch back and forth when necessary. Of course, these lines on B main, I mean,
now we're up against an eco again. Farming this over towards A. We picked up Noswa's Oval.
They spent all of their util to try and push him off that line, and MW0 still disrespected.
Frost is unique. He's good, man. He
still the Sage though.
Gets it.
Already down.
He gets it.
Now we'll have the double back for MIBR to pick that orb up, and they've been probing over
has good timeouts, first of all. I actually think as a coach he's pretty legit.
And if we're lucky, we might just get the Bladestorm battle.
He kicks up
Pala,
a lot of drama, which is
brought into America as a challenger's player that MIBR are giving a shot versus MW, the original GOAT of Brazil, dominated the region as a duelist with Gamelanders early on.
And
over a year.
What do you mean?
Pretty unconvincing from the rookie.
Unfortunately, so was hoping for
not like the format.
Bit more.
And that is going to cost him MIBR in a round. They're already unfavored in, given their weaponry.
What is that? Dude, why is everybody util recently bouncing off grounds? I've seen cages, I've seen mollies. That's that same wire that cost someone a round with a Viper molly. I can't remember the team.
And Mazin is playing from yellow. All of FURIA are ready to group up here and sweep him away.
And what are you to do when one of our best duelists in America is in the flow state like
back,
this?
Back to back, we got
it's just
4 people surviving.
He's just too good right now,
does
man.
MW0 go pick up the? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, does MW0 pick up the rifle, get rid of the outlaw? They don't know they picked it up, so they're still scared. So they're probably buying heavy on them.
Dominated early on in kickoff. But the team
Telecast, that's the problem. You guys actually nailed that game so much that they were like, well, that was like one of the peaks. We gotta have more games like that.
Nas were late into stage 1. I was hoping that would be kind of the catalyst for change, and it took some time, but I do
they wanted more, yeah.
That IGL that had been with the FURIA core previously, instilling a more cerebral level for the team. I mean, very calm,
right. Next year, I'm telling you, next year my expectations of the format are through the roof.
Roster, right? Obviously, they're coming in English.
It's going to be one of the best formats we've ever seen, ever.
Everyone really following the direction of Noswa. That's not a given on a lot of these teams. But we were talking about yesterday.
12 teams, one whole season,
when you have someone
an off season,
really able to
last chance qualifier, double a limb everywhere.
Yeah, we had the pleasure on the desk last week to
Pretty much
listen
it.
in
We're
on
not
some of
asking for
those
too much.
FURIA comms, and it was actually on Icebox during a B retake. And Nazwar's communication was very
chance qualifiers back? No,
relaxed,
no,
yet,
dude, I'm just saying what I want.
confident, and everyone was
have no
listening.
idea.
The comms were so uncluttered, and that's in stark contrast to what Fraud was addressing in that between map interview, saying that in the hectic moments, their comms were getting scrambled, and that's not something that I see happening with
It's
FURIA.
going to happen with these young players, right? There's absolutely going to be an issue.
18
Liatsky, of course,
playoffs.
bringing a
Yeah, no single
level of
elim.
level-headedness, I suppose, to this younger roster, of course, going up against his old team now.
Now MW, upgrade made to the operator.
Wait, do we really want 18 playoffs? That makes it.
He has
Oh
extra
no,
help
they
here.
shot
It
his
makes it clear
dizzy
that
and
he's
it's in
still
the,
level,
it's on the
otherwise
roof.
Force him off that aggressive line.
Boy, look at
He might
the
be able to
observer.
surmise
Yeah.
there's been quite an investment for FURIA on B. Look how far up
Prius
Kalila's
did say he wasn't
set
working
himself.
today, so that makes a lot of
That
sense.
poor Dizzy. Liazi lost a friend up top. That one's supposed to bounce back. Not really sure how he pulled that one off.
He gave me this one, bro. He shouldn't have come
Couldn't
into
really see, but
shouldn't have come into chat.
Honestly,
That was an
quite hurt
absolute
them, especially
freebie.
because they're dealing with this operator. They've already
Absolute freebie. Why'd he give me that?
yeah.
they've
Use that Al
lost.
drone, right?
Yeah, they've lost that map control towards B MIBR, but they have the turrets
This is
still
weird.
watching for
They're gonna-
if anyone pushes up
They're gonna
on
drone to create pressure
A,
over.
maybe when this wall breaks, can feign a little
They're
pressure
drone to
there
create
with
pressure,
Rich. Use that Al
and
drone.
Khalil's probably gonna think that people are following it up.
While they work back towards
He's gonna
A.
be forced
Again,
to
yeah,
swing
a
this.
turret there, designed to take contact for the Jet player on top of Gen.
Then he's
on
gonna
an
see
aggressive
no
angle,
one.
but that is not where MW is playing from. Khalil hears this. Has a timing. He's got it, but oh, the spray is wild and rich.
That should never. It should never have ended like this.
Rinse and repeat for the Jet here, and Havoc is he is ice cold.
Never in a
Havoc
million
ripped a
years
new
did I
one.
think it was gonna end like
20
that.
seconds left. Are they really trying to make the mad dash back to B?
Noz was here. He's right
What's
in
going
between
on
them.
in this one?
Rich is going to be brought down, and this makes it all but impossible for MIBR to get themselves a plant in this round. They know it too. They have to clear these angles
Feels,
meticulously.
feels
They'll hold their
Melon-esque.
weapons into the next one. That's the best they could ask for.
There are just no other options in the face of the FURIA economy
Oh,
right now.
brother.
I mean, they've got to bring these over. No options in the round. No options economically. A kill from Mazin that ultimately is irrelevant to the bank account of FURIA. At the very least, gets him an orb, the tiniest,
8
smallest
teams with the
consolation
top
prize.
2 getting a bye and the bottom 2 starting lowers.
Here though, Noz,
Yeah, that's the one, right?
All of this happened. NW though, indomitable here on that A side. Didn't have to post up aggressively, just a standard rafters position. Take one kill back away. Havoc finds the
And
next.
then it's single elim
And
for
that
them.
is
So that's their
also
own
the
fault
danger
for coming
of using
7
your
to
solo
8.
to be the fake on B with the drone. You don't have the drone to clear the opper off the angle, which is so important for your
Yeah, that is
solo
the one.
to do on this map.
I think you're right.
Liazi here. Back up to pipes. Hopeful that he can.
Why do we need
busy
2 in
back
lows
into
with
this
2 in a
round.
bye? What's the whole point? What's the whole point in having a
Trigger
2
that
to
alarm
3
bot
month
here.
long season
Really wide.
to get rid of
Gets away
3
with that.
teams?
There was a spam through there. And look how low they are.
We gotta have something. There's got to be some kind of reward, right?
Make that clear. They have weapons here. Thrown 2 of them away already. Havoc is just doing whatever he
Dude,
damn
this guy
well
is
pleases.
this guy
It's
is
his
just
world.
wrecking this whole best of 3. By the way,
Anchoring on A is just phenomenal. I mean, MIBR, they try their best to work Paula up mid, try and do a little bit of a
the
split.
seed 1 to
Still
8, so
me,
it's double elim.
waiting for a
Is that
a
brutal
mid
enough
to
for
A
just like a
split to work
2-month
on
season?
Icebox. Someone will do that eventually. Just gets caught up top, trying to catch rotators. You know, hoping to come in late when the rest of the team gets into the side. This is all too casual for Havoc, who looks relaxed on the stage now.
Unbothered and hydrated, clearly.
Yeah, he looks chill.
No pressure on that FURIA defense at
Oh,
A.
look at their money, man.
He might be unable to put it
WZ's
together,
got
but this round's
9k.
awkward,
He's not buying anything
weapon-wise.
into it.
MW,
Didn't have to use anything.
this isn't a sign of his comfort level, then I don't know what is.
And he hasn't really been that aggro with the op actually early.
Oh,
No, he's playing safety from rafters.
oh god! They had to use the dash to dodge it as
We'll
well.
continue to keep MW quiet for now. Yeah, post up on a more passive rafters role. Maybe even watch mid for a time as Matzina's starting to think. Could attempt to split or at least some sort of lurk here. And Shandi makes the A hit harder with that wall.
Mid picked up by MW, who's having just a phenomenal game, taking over completely on Icebox. once again, MIBR looks like they want to just try to contact towards A, find a timing. Paula hoping that Shandy was on top of that wall. Not going to be the case. There's only one angle for these FURIA players to hold.
And they've got a crossfire. MIBR waiting. They're waiting on this wall. It's unclear. Recon, Parla having a cloud, but oh, still gets caught. Oh, yeah, not getting out of that one.
30 seconds.
Nosma deals with the offending jet, and here comes the Hunter's Fury. Rich trying to set it off here, but there's nothing really to shoot at now with the RC being brought down. Everything that
Oh my
MIBR
god,
are looking to
I was
cling
so
to
confident he wasn't
crumbles
going to get
away
that
under their
kill.
fingertips.
Done it again.
And it's Rich who won't really even be allowed to get this weapon. Can force up the line and take a gun from Khalil,
Not
but
bad,
again, it's
man.
just not
I mean,
enough to put any
he's shown
economic
some good
pressure on
signs, to be
FURIA.
honest.
They're chilling.
And unfortunately for MIBR, they're just not displaying the level of macro that we saw on Sunset. Their attacking play there was comprehensively pretty solid. They were doing a nice job of dragging rotators around. They had good post-plant play over towards B. But so far here, it has been FURIA just always on the proper site. It's been all too obvious for them. The setups around the Sage have just been allowing them easy crossfires, easy kills.
I want to see a bit of a mid-crunch.
Okay, big buy run for them, and they got to start winning every single round. Official goes into
They
it.
weren't really thinking about that side of the map anyway. With the thrash up on the
W0.
outside here. And MW will take an
They
aggressive
are
posting.
not looking at yellow.
The
What a
timing's
shot,
pretty good.
man.
From Rich to Paul. Going might be That's not supposed to happen. It's okay.
So good, no
one's
one's here to
really
get a
capitalised on this.
kill
He's
off
gonna
it.
Make sure he can pick up the pieces. If FURIA went for it. Fair enough, I guess.
If Xander gets a kill, he has res. Not that
That's the reputation he's got.
MW's in the easiest res spot, but it's doable.
Here's your wingman plant. Chundy has an opening here, but the RC
there's
brings him
res.
down. Too many things to shoot at. Perhaps as Parla forces his way in to Snowman. Came up with a jackpot. It's just Khalil now. Finally, MIBR start to get some wind in their sails.
That was nice
Three
from
more
Pala.
of
Good
these.
mechanics there, which is something he certainly has displayed. Has the aim in the moments, but it's just a guy who can see he needs more experience against the top teams, which is the value that he's giving playing with MIBR right now. Getting these matches, getting these reps in America's getting consistent scrims against the top teams here in the region.
Something like a lot of teams in the Brazilian region cannot boast. They cannot say they get that scrim experience, stage experience.
It's just on the edge of it.
Elementary round here from Parla, but
A little bit unlucky.
There you are.
great little bounce back. 4K for the Jet. FURIA, of course, still unbothered, can buy up entirely for the next round as well.
And frankly,
I
I'd like to
really
see
hope they don't
MIBR
lose
kinda
this
keep
round, man.
things simple
Do
as
they
they did in that
reset?
round, because their macro right now is not good enough to match up with FURIA's skill on this map. This is their best map.
Yeah, the macro looked far better on Sunset, right? MIBR had a real plan. Now it looks like a little bit more rudderless. How does he able to recover
That was so odd.
his aim there?
Yeah,
This is
and
all
it's a
out.
nice round with
Shandy
FURIA,
to bring
just a
Havoc
duel
back
over
into the
towards
game already.
mid heavy with 3 people and you have
that
res.
presence over at B. A variation in plant location too.
Fights being taken, but trades in the favor of FURIA, who had the res available as well to get the extra man into the round. Oh, and Pala just caught off by MW. How many kills? 16 kills for 3 deaths. Outlandish activity from one of Brazil's stars.
Parla did not want to respect the slow orb. He wanted to stay up on that angle here and be somewhat proactive. I see the idea there, but you're so vulnerable
The
to
convincing
Snowman.
rounds.
I like from FURIA, they go for this aggressive
Delay with the bikes, he
mid-play
has
on
knives,
rounds
Pala
where
has
Shandy
knives.
has that Sage ultimate. They'll push a few players down,
then
try
maybe-
to, catch
maybe
someone
they got
who's
something
watching
right.
mid, and then
One person
if they
still
trade
takes the hit
things
then.
out even, wall goes up, get that res, get the man advantage. They love to mix in these aggro mid rounds. Swinging out of the smoke, swinging out of the tube.
See, that's why, yeah, Shandy takes contact last, right?
Yeah.
Make sure he doesn't drop first in that engagement. Yeah, so exposed was Parla there outside of that slow orb.
The layers from FURIA on this map are deep, and at this point I'm hoping that the book doesn't close in a whimper for MIBR here after really having one of their best performances I've seen so far on Sunset.
Someone takes the hit,
What our team was
Liazzi
doing.
gets
And he
the
started off this
Marshall
map so
out.
well too, that 3K on the pistol around the clutch.
Yeah, they don't have too much delay here, and Khalil's actually
Parla here
committed.
with the blade storm.
Oh, Khalil is
Straight into
dead.
the cloud burst, might look to take a fight here, but the rotation from Khalil was pretty good. Playing inside that poison orb now. Away from the blade storming Jet. Slowly
good.
here, Snowman's got to be picked up by
Havoc has killed Joel.
Kalula's one of those players, one of those Vipers that is just a force, a brick wall towards B main. We saw that against 100 Thieves. You know, was outdoing Bang in that area of the map, and that's one where, you know, where I associate Bang with those angles, his ability to hold there. But Khalil has just been so smooth with the aim. Really stepped up stage 2.
Determined to get some value out of these blades. Oh, Nosma says that's not a knife, mate. This is a knife. 2 for the Sova. Viper's bit down for the post plant for MIBR to work with. Both players outside of it for now. Mazin very low. FURIA can take their time. Maybe even have a recon back up. Oh, that's just dirty.
You could feel that one coming.
MIBR again.
Especially as I said, he was dead and he gets 3 kills.
The hits keep coming for this team. FURIA cool and calm with 4 players.
They're just better on this map.
Post plant, even with the Viper's pit.
This just looks like a walk in the park for them. It's another day at the office. It looks way too easy. And frankly, if you don't have a perma, you might need to get rid of Icebox against this team.
I mean, the problem is MIBR, their map pool is not deep enough to play Haven. They have to ban that every drive now.
And frankly, it's such a new team, you don't even really know what your map pool is. They don't have a lot of actual match experience. And often you don't know what your map pool is until you've played it in the match. Things can go well in scrims, and then all of a sudden they crumble when you're on the stage. So this was actually what they picked last week, and it's been rough for them. You just don't know when you don't have enough reps, and unfortunately, that has just been the case for them. You know, they tried to bring in these rookies in the offseason. They didn't come in early enough. Awkward start to the stage, and I mean, MW is taking advantage of their inconsistent fundamentals, picking them off one by one by one.
And again, no turret to take that, you know, jet contact. So Parla just got a floor wiped with him by MW0. Now the Sage Wall obviously throws a wrinkle in the plan.
It's going to be another round where there's 4v5 in these official.
A little frayed at the edges. Here comes Thrash though.
The fish tanked the bullet.
Pop here for MIBR.
I felt like it was on.
They have control of this A site now. Rafters getting picked up by
they got
2
Server
FURIA
as well.
players.
It's a really nice shot.
More than happy to take an instant fight. Now the outdrone from behind.
Havoc has killed Joy to retake, push him away.
There's just no one to help.
Gotta break the wall fast.
On that face, they're trying to back up. The lockdown is
they
going
got no
to go
wall
in.
from
Rich
Zand, but they have Viper wall to block
Fury
vision and
stop that.
spike.
No, they're actually just going to get fully out of range.
Rich
and
has
save
Molly.
It to try to deny this defuse.
Sorry, Rich has ult.
First time MIBR have done this. Okay, Rich
As he has Molly. Got Fish ult as well. There should be enough here.
Shandy trying to defuse, gets taken down. Thrash 2, Electric Boogaloo now online. Sent on him, but removed. Havoc on the defuse now, Liazzi. Way out of the action. Yeah, the mosh pit didn't even hit.
They were just too far away to do anything with the ults.
What a rough half for MIBR as FURIA post 9 defensive rounds.
You could see the idea there from MIBR.
A painful half, man.
They
got so wrecked there. The easier half to get 3.
Pinching the bridge of his nose right now.
It's a tough watch, Mitch, because they really gave me so much hope on Sunset. I'm remembering the good old days. Remember when our team got the 3K flanks, Mitch?
The halcyon era.
Brings a
throwback to the last map. My goodness.
Brings a
Things
tear
look
to my
very
eye.
different right now. It's a cold winter that MIBR have had to dig in for. Can they be more impactful on defense? We're going to find out when we come back invariably from our break.
I got the mute again. I wonder why they added this break in. Is it now a 3-minute break, or do they actually just talk for 1 minute only after this? They just wanted the ad break. I mean, that makes sense. You gotta make money. It's still 2 minutes, so it's 1 minute break here and then 1 minute breakdown. You're against Lev. Lev just looks so good, is the issue.
Ah, there you go. Look at that. Welcome back, everyone, as we are here for our first half of play to talk about what we just saw between MIBR and FURIA. And MIBR just cannot seem to get things going yet. Again, FURIA continuing on their success from map 1.
And this is worrying for MIBR. FURIA is going on to their attacking side, and honestly, this has been my favorite map from FURIA. These are the stats when they played versus 100 Thieves. They're playing the old default comp with the Sage, with the Sova.
Mulak.
But I think they
Mulak
execute on
8
it
with the
really
Prime.
well. The way they hit A,
Thank you for the
set up
21
these
months,
post
man.
punches and the Sage slow lineups to get into sights. I think it's super strong.
Yeah, their defaults are great on the attacking side. Yeah, this is a map that it's their bread and butter. It feels like if they can.
You think
like
Heretics are the best in the league or still Gen G?
2-8 or whatever the record is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's for good reason, right? Because they don't die.
The
on
thing about
defaults.
Gen G
They
is-
default great, and their post plants. That's the highlight.
The other difference too is that in that series,
The
versus
Gen
100
G
Thieves,
that I saw
MW
in
wasn't really
Shanghai
performing. In this game thus far,
was
he's been
way
absolutely
better
lights
than
out,
the
and I think they
Gen G
have
that I
a lot
saw
of
in
good
Split
tools to set him up for
1.
these early fights. But MIBR is going to
So,
look to play.
do they
proactively,
literally just
stop
have a
these hits
switch
from
that they
coming
turn
through,
on when
and
it really
this round would
matters?
be big for them here.
That's right. Pistol round's going to pretty much set the tone for this. If MIBR can squeak away that pistol, maybe they have a chance to be able
International
to fight back into
performance.
this one. But FURIA have
Might
all
be
the
that.
tools to end it here. And now. Let's send
Penguin,
it back to
Penguin
the guy.
_Ali with the 4 months. Thank you so much.
That's right, folks. The older
Thanks for using the Prime on me. Thank you for the 4 months.
Second half, you must win the pistol. Very much relevant here. Artisan been the hero for MIBR on many of these pistols. Those multi-kill performances. He's gonna have to run it back again.
Early aggression from MIBR all the way down mid. Dizzy committed. Recovered from Liazzi to have that for this retake. Oh, denied temporarily is Shandy by that Molotov.
Sage wall in a pistol, though, still hard to bring down.
Oh my god.
Nelswa speculating somewhat. Pala having to dash out of the way. Artisan found the angle, but doesn't stop the spike.
It's
Finally
not
gets traded in the
not
end.
normally how the wall's meant to be.
Back up, but Pala's been good with these Sheriff shots. Khalil's so low. Again, trying not to overheat maybe is the plan, but Khalil goes for it anyway. Rich beat decayed down by that poison orb. Having his healthy, you can't tell me
No way,
he
not
is
that, not
going
like this
in
again.
phase, though. Razine, one kill from the first half now, has to go big. Spike gets tapped, tickled if you will. Time is short, and that Nano Swarm makes it even worse. Havoc shows a little bit of leg. And Razine gets off it. Now we're going to walk up. Havoc allows him to half it, but that's about all. Mazine forced to stop. Will he get to go for it again? 48 health,
man.
throw out the gun. Oh man, that's with a whimper that MIBR start this second half.
Hey.
Where's it in his hands?
He really handed it to
Two-dimensional
him.
Mitch. Just paper thin, absolutely flattened. Shandy made, look at this little error with the wall. There was a space.
Your paper Mario.
Look at that! Paul gets 2 with the collat. Oh,
You're in the walls.
I didn't want to see it end like this. Not like this.
Okay, that is, suffice to say, tough to bounce back from MIBR with a paltry 3 rounds in total. Losing the pistol there. Mazine couldn't do it for him.
It's set to be a
Someone
set
who's
to be a
been
short one.
You know, a mentoring presence for the new players on this MIBR roster, right?
They fall buy into it as well. They just don't want to get
Absolutely, they're
ecoed.
going to take B main here with ease. Havoc, the classic Curry role play.
Wyatt is so mad.
Watching the blanket spawn. I'm not mad. I'm sad, Mitch. They gave me hope on Sunset. They gave me hope.
All right. It is, yeah, we are. I love that that's still the Curry spot. And there's no reason for Havoc to move from that position yet. Here's Dizzy. Shot out of the sky by MW. Parla, though, with a... Okay, that is a long-range kill with the Classic. Now we will tap away. MIBR have to figure this out. Artisan swings around. Looking dangerous. Goes to yellow and finds yet another. 2 left up for Furia now. Khalil starting to respect this, and Havoc, suffice to say, was brought out of spawn. Wingman defuse denied. Khalil holds his ground there on that.
No way. They got them all. Yeah, strong hold from these two.
I mean, it's the superior weaponry. It's the
They
steady
are,
hands
they
of
are
Havoc,
the
who again just look
spots
so
to have.
relaxed on stage now. Artisan tried his best. Palace somehow with that
God, he's
classic
looking
2K from across the map. And listen, I'm going to look at the positives, Mitch. I'm going to be glass half full as we head to the waning days of this match. Certainly some impressive mechanics on display from Paula. There's definitely something there with him. You know, rough around the edges, doesn't have the experience. But with a coach like Fraud, who's had the experience for many years at this point, could hopefully do something with him over time, mold him.
Does he show a barrel here?
Duelist has to fall off.
Fortunate to be able to get away. MIBR supplementing the rifle buy, of course, with that
Rough spot from Mazin.
Mazin here. This might be a little bit awkward timing-wise for him. Shandy going to move up here, 1-for-1. Parla now definitely feeling uncomfortable. Start to feel the net close around him. And Shandy ends him. Now that Outlaw gets picked up, someone had armor. No, Artazine says, okay, that's going to bounce off me. No worries, mate. Just Noswa. The spike.
This was an instant decision from him.
His grasp.
Problem is the turret's going to wreck him.
To try and find a little bit of action, maybe. Artazine down at 10 HP. Getting rid of him wouldn't hurt.
And at the very least, not going to get bonus rounded into oblivion. Perhaps I say that too early. Noswar is starting to come to life after a slow start on the first map.
I like that you still believe in magic after this.
I'm trying not to lose my childlike wonder watching MIBR on this map. Yeah. Listen, the positives, Mitch. Art's in. Paula. They do well in that round, though, at the very least. To hang around in this game at least one longer, but I am certainly no believer just yet. No, not even close. They need many more.
We built some extra space in the caster desk for his cope tank, so it can be more of like a permanent fixture here, as opposed to wheeling it up the stairs, which is quite labor intensive. FURIA now get their buy. See, just Nosra at the end of that last round couldn't make much happen.
Here.
Fast plants behind the Sage, though, will be tough for MIBR to break. It's going to force them to be proactive defensively to interrupt the spike plants. Or just get ahead of him like this.
Bring down.
What a close stack with Rich taking contact here. Perhaps has to fall off. This Dizzy's going to come up. Could blind a lot of FURIA players.
Oh boy.
That's all good. Okay,
holding hands.
Springs to life there, coming down on Jen. Getting the better of NW0, who was looking elsewhere. Clean from Azin. Yahtzee, no reason to swing here. Wants to just play reactively. Shandy has to move up and take the spike.
Get this orb and it's res.
Coming to say hello.
And that's a high slam.
But that wall thrown up, so no ability for MIBR to capitalize on that deployable.
The res.
Crazy flick shot from the wingman.
This guy's doing everything. Khalil's back in the game now. Numbers are even.
Yeah, Khalil is all.
In fact, a player advantage at least on the A side for FURIA.
Khalil has the pit as well. If they can work their way into a site.
They can be derailed by Artazine here, though.
Could be their undoing.
And Artazine hears all of this.
30 seconds left.
He's tucking. There's no way to check this, right? Not a chance. 1-for-1, they'll have to take it.
It's pretty good, and they keep the Viper
Can we
up.
cancel this and go back to A? No. Up
Oh,
two,
they're
they're going to
dead.
go. MIBR getting so many sound cues here. Now, next time it can't be traded out, though. Little awkward for FURIA.
You hate to see the attempted jump. Listen, it's tough to get out of that window sometimes. It's pretty tough. You get caught on it. It's
What's
a
up,
whole
Keeper?
thing.
How we doing?
You get shot from 7 different angles. All right, MIBR, they're not out of it yet, but I'm still not a believer, Mitch.
That's fine.
We are far from the leaving.
You see how they really feel like they have to anchor these sides against the Sage comp, but they're good for it. So they're definitely happy to take some of these fights, and Artazine has definitely been throwing in some of these timings. Operator picked up. We've got lockdown on board for MIBR.
Paula taking that deep line onto Belt as Havoc just waiting out that standard recon. And now going to try to gain a little bit of that space as the rest of the squad acquire B main. Of course, this is the low buy, though. They've only got Sheriffs on the board.
MW0 is going to join up with them here as the Owl drone clears mid for MIBR. That might give some incentive to Artazine to move up even further.
Imagine he gets this
Havoc
kill.
here seeing what he can drum up on the A side.
He's caused
Liazzi,
so
only 2
much
frags for
pressure.
the game. Not really willing to give
Keeps
him much.
3 people
Look at the
here.
rotations that Havoc has drawn. The solo Killjoy, 4 players at a time there, and now it's Paula trying to get all the way back to B. Snowman with the operator, but that angle will be cut off when the wall goes up.
Now that tuck position also for Artazine, same as last round, not quite as powerful if the players are coming from the B side.
Here.
Parla cut off here. Pretty straightforward, control the utility, and yep, they don't check that spot. Artazine finds success from there yet again.
Planted.
Parla shot goes wide, and Marzine is ready to follow up here. Should it be required?
I wonder if
Should be put to bed pretty quickly.
I wonder if FURIA just I'm out after this.
Molly out from Khalil.
Been a
but
couple
it's
of
only
rounds
a
now.
matter of time.
No reason to
Coming
win.
through. No. Wincing? Not at all. Not one wins.
Okay, not so. He's getting all of that util.
Yeah, clean round.
Okay, some
Maybe.
stabilization here for MIBR. That
Maybe they got a
economy also
chance.
starting to burgeon. maintaining Hunter's Fury and Lockdown into the next round. This is all good for a bit of a comeback.
And now, we're heading closer to belief territory.
Okay.
If they win the big ultimate round, if they extract all of
The
the
show match?
ultimates out of Furia's hands,
Kind
too.
of close
Right
to
now
that,
they've
yeah.
got the pit with Khalil, but they are getting very close to the others. Noswar, the Hunter's Fury, the lockdown for Havoc. It's about that round. It's about the big ultimate round, because that is the one where all comebacks go to die when the team with the lead
right.
all press Q.
That's an incentive for
Yeah, they
MIBR
got a lot of
to be
ults against the
conservative
full
about
buy round.
Their ultimates
See how
here.
they handle
But into
this.
a gun round, and to keep that momentum going, they may be tempted to expend some of them. MW0
Take flight.
would love to take a bit of a fight here. Noswar forces Pala off the angle. Eventually he'll be able to repost it here. The defensive fight all comes up. Flash. Now he doesn't get any pings there, so not confident to swing it.
Yeah, they're gonna have 4 on
Way
site.
too fast. Pala not able
3
to get
people
one
on
with this
site, they can
operator
fight
just
heavy,
yet.
Rich
Had
can
a
ult.
great opportunity to do so.
Furia had MW0
I hate that
begging to have his
Liaz
head
is just
taken off
on his
there.
own on site, huh?
All right. Here's that Sage Water cut off that side. MW0 wants to get towards Pala. He sees the barrel of the operator there in rafters. Just a nick, and that's
Yeah, and-
enough. Operator player taken down. MW strikes a mortal blow at the defenders. Artist trying to wrap through here with that Sage
Yeah,
Wall
and
against
it's,
the problem. They're getting
ooh,
pinned
it's not
out
the
by
good
the
vibe,
recon
bro.
as well. Liazzi was able to avoid it on virtue of being in rafters or
Yeah,
under them.
doesn't have the
And
safety
here's the
spot to
Hunter's
hide
Fury.
in.
One player also caught out by that
Yeah,
defensive
Viper
lockdown
surviving
here.
does get inside though. Oh, he's
He's
Steph.
going to be brought down now, but
Yeah, it's
Shandy
just
has
too
a
many
strong
people,
position
man.
to play from. Still 3 up here for Furia. Rich and Liazzi in the 2v2. Havoc playing safe, playing confident here. And Shandy had the off angle.
Okay, 6
MIBR,
chances to end this with a
just as they were
2-0.
clambering into the driver's seat, get yoinked out and thrown in the trunk.
And that's Death's Door. That's the Hunter's Fury committed on a round loss. The Lockdown committed on a round loss. And frankly, they used them in great ways as well. Furia were not prepared
Money
to deal with
Gamers,
that
Furia
lockdown.
playing well.
Didn't have a
And the
Hunter's Fury
Sunset
of
was
their
pretty
own
good,
to do
to
so.
be honest.
In a war position, there's no lineups for them to break it. You know, they don't have a KO. which,
Icebox is always
oftentimes
muddy as
you'll
well,
throw
man.
that KO Molotov onto
Just
that
the
spot,
map.
maybe combine it with a shock dart, but that not an option. And then when forced off, that Hunter's Fury came in from Rich in the corner that, you know, you're stuck in when you're avoiding the lockdown. I like how they played that. I like how they used the ultimates, but bested by the firepower of Furia, which is in an excellent state right now. With Havoc elevating his individual play, Khalil returning to a level of form that we don't often see from him.
Rod with
but
a Hail
know
Mary.
that he
What's he got
has.
for us?
We've seen it from him in the past, but it's a consistency with which he's been able to produce it. And yeah, it is definitely crunch time for MIBR.
And
A tantalizing first win of our regular season
Oh,
play
that
here at
is
VCT
devastating.
America still seems so far away. A monumental comeback on this map, and then it would have to be a win on the 3rd map of Bind. That is a lot to ask for.
It's tough to see your star player with that look on his face with the head and hands like that. Art's in on MIBR.
And again, he is pushing at the front for this team. He's had another great game. Again, getting it done on this Sentinel role. And he's been an instigator. He's been coming down mid late in the round, a good timing, gets tucked, and is catching rotators from Furia as they
Overall,
sort of
insta-drone.
deliberate on their site choice.
Absolute
not enough.
classic. Does anyone get tagged by it and insta-wid?
Made him Brazil need to be ready to give
Well,
him
they
the
did
blank
not
check
try and
for
go
next
aggro
season
here.
because he is
Oh, wait,
Back
don't
up the Brinks
insta-drone.
truck.
he is the cornerstone of this team right now. Massively impressive, despite the current result. Rich, please, and he does get it up the Havoc, thank
Please.
God.
He had his knife out. I was getting worried. MW with the blades
Dude,
out.
I
Really
hate
close to
this,
screens.
I
Ooh,
hate
not two.
leaving the solo
Perhaps it's the
Gecko
wall
on
that puts
site.
him
I
off
get that he
it,
gets
Liazzi,
2, but I
great way to
just
hold
hate
his
it.
ground. Khalil, problems being
Nice
caused
shots,
though.
man.
Bear in mind that Noswar has that Hunter's Fury here. Can Khalil get out of this scot-free?
I would love to, you know, double up with Noswar, who's currently just in this solo position. He might catch Rich, though, with this off angle.
He's going for that solo. There's no one else to cover it. Traded out there, and Pala wins at least with the knives. It's a hard-fought
I thought
round
there
win
was
for
another.
MIBR, but they
Waiting for
are
the next
still
one.
in the game.
And they deal some significant economic damage.
Yeah, I
to
think
Furia.
once you
They
get that
should
kill,
still
you're just
be
going to
able
go back through your wall, but
you know, maybe scrap together a buy with the spike going down. We'll have to see, or, you know, might just force up what they can here.
Okay, yeah, they've got plenty to work with. A couple light armors in general. Yeah, real scrappy fighting here. But again, We talked about it. MIBR know that Sage Wall can cause some problems on the plant, can cut off some of the site. They need to make use of the space they have while they have it.
Force
Especially
him
Parler coming
down
in late
to the low buy.
with that operator was a big difference
They
maker.
show
We are getting
Viper
closer
roll,
to those big ultimates
Spikes and
though.
spawn.
Shandy and Havoc, one orb away. Hunter's Fury still in the hands of Noswa.
Yeah,
Sage
just like we
Duty's
are.
got to go collect it.
Trekking to alt round win territory for Furia. They just need to get a little bit of B main control, try to get one of those orbs. Papala, you know, heads up. He's aware that that's. Oh,
You're kidding!
he's
man.
watching it. I mean, Havoc. Oh my God, is this guy so good now? It's a pleasure to watch him in this form. I mean, we've been waiting for this, and in stage 2, he's arrived.
That is a weapon waiting to be recovered as well. Havoc with the lockdown to clear this space and largely respected, even if Artazine wants to try and find something from Crows here. Yeah, he knows he has to pull out. This will allow
Overall on the
attackers
back
in.
of this?
Get them that gun now. 2 rifles plus the Guardian to play with. And MW is playing deep. This is a problem. Who's going to cover him when he gets the
Oh, I thought he did it. I thought he did it. It didn't cancel the animation, so I was like, well, dodged it.
It's going to be Mazin from Rafters here and very aggressive movements in from Parler. Gets him caught out.
Okay, and honestly, that's a Furia for ending this fast. Got a couple of their better
I'm
maps.
prepared to glean the positives from this game.